More than just sunscreen, sun protection. Today I'm going to share with you some tips on different things you can add in addition to sunscreen to protect yourself from the sun. This is Graciously Gloria. So I'm a huge fan of the sun. I think it's important to get outside. It's good to boost your mood. I also think it adds to your vitamin D levels, but too much sun can lead to issues, aging of your skin and contributing to skin cancer. So I actually have had skin cancer, squamous cell, and melanoma. I'm going to do a whole separate video about my journey with skin cancer. But today I'm going to share with you lots of ideas of things that you can add. And so let's get started. So first, hats. I love some fun hats, and I've been adding a lot of different hats to my collection. This hat is great, a great neutral hat, the black accent there. Brought this on a lot of trips as well. This is a fun one, this little bucket hat from Kula Bar, and I featured this in my vest video so you can see some different ways that I styled it. This one here is great. It's a wide brim, so that's going to give you a lot of protection at the beach. I brought this to my beach trip when I went to Cancun, and it worked out really well. And the tip for packing that is you want to put it upside down, fill this with things like your socks and underwear, and lay that flat into your suitcase like that. And that's going to utilize that space and get that so it doesn't bend on you. This is a great hat. I wore this one when I went to Italy. So packed this one, went with a lot of different outfits that I wore there. Another great one, I brought this on various beach trips with me too. This one went to Florida with me. Some other ideas are just ball caps. So I grab a ball cap if I'm going to go out just like for a quick walk around the block. Ball cap is great. A lot of those other ones I can add links for you. This one I got a thread up. And so they do have some different great ball cap options on there. I've also gotten ball caps from my FabFitFun box. Next, I like to share what you can add on to your outfit to add that extra sun protection. So let's talk about some different options here. So first off, you have your rash guards. They also call those swim shirts. So that's easy to just put on over a bathing suit when you're getting too much sun. I usually start the day off maybe in a cute tankini. I like to wear different cute bathing suits, but don't want to get too much sun on me. So then I will add over the rash guard. So this one's a cute one. Black, goes with lots of things from Hurley. This one's another one from Hurley, has a zip up, so that's easy to get on and off. Would recommend this one. You know, some of the different ones that are made for swimwear can get a little bit hot when you are not actually at the beach. You're thinking like, I want a different option. I asked my dermatologist, what would she recommend? She told me to look into golf wear. So I did, and I found this great option on ThreadUp. This one is from Tail, and this one has a nice zip up, has a little fun put plume. So I would suggest that you look into golf wear as another option to get you that extra sun protection. Here's another option, athletic wear. This great green shade, I like it. As far as cover-ups, I have more than your average person as far as cover-ups and bathing suits because I'm such a beach aficionado, but I'll show you some of my great neutral options. So this one is a white button-down, long and flowy. It's soft. So this one is a great cover-up to throw over your bathing suit. This button-down shirt, you can just add this to a tank top, a t-shirt, a bathing suit, and it's nice and cool as well for those hot days. Another option when you're thinking about swimwear. So like I said, I like to wear some different regular bathing suits, but I'm exploring some new options. Another great thing is to look into swimwear that gives you a little bit more coverage. So I looked into different ones that have long sleeves, so that's going to give me that coverage over my shoulders, my back, and my arms. I'll insert a photo of the pink one that I wore to Aruba. I think it's cute, and I'm enjoying those bathing suits. I have a couple of different ones now. I have a pink shade one and a navy one. Here's another option. It's a scarf shawl. This one is made, they say it actually is going to help protect you from bugs. I'm not quite sure about that, but I would say it might, but it is going to help you from the sun. So I tend to grab this one anytime I'm going to go on a boat trip. So I've been on lots of different boat trips: Boston, Chicago, New Orleans, Florida, California. So with this one, it's easy to pack on your boat trip. And this shawl then just wraps around and goes over your shoulder, gives you that warmth, because sometimes it can get a little bit chilly on a boat ride, and it's going to protect your shoulders as well. Another great option. I'll add the link for that one too. Moving on to some other things that you can apply. I put face sunscreen on every day, even if I'm not planning to go outside, because you can get some UV rays coming through your window. So I do suggest putting on that face sunscreen every day. You may not be able to see my scar from my Mohs surgery, but let me tell you, it's there, but it's faded because I also use silicone, which I will talk about more on my video when I talk about my skin cancer. But I want to share with you some other things I found that I like. This is a great stick. It actually acts as a blush and it has sunscreen in it. So how fun is that? And you can put it on your lips too. So I have this in several different shades. And so that's a great option from Color Science. These are from MD Solar Science. So some of these different things I actually found on the FSA website. So if you have an FSA fund that you can use towards medical expenses, two different tips there for your FSA. On Amazon, you can actually put your FSA card, like the little credit card they give you to utilize that, and you can click the box that that's going to be for FSA if you order some different sun protection options off Amazon. The other thing is the FSA store. So I found some different sunscreen options on there that they didn't have on Amazon, but Amazon does have a good collection too. But these are fun because this is going to add a little color to your lips, and actually it has the sunscreen in it. So they have different ones. They even have just like a clear one. So there's several different options that are great. So I will put on my sunscreen every day on my face, put that on after my serums, my moisturizer. I'll put on that tinted sunscreen, put that all over my face, and call that a day on some days. Other days, I'm going to add foundation over my sunscreen. But I want to think about the eye area. So I use this sometimes then instead of a regular concealer, especially if I'm going to be in the sun more. This one's by Color Science, so it's a newer one that I'm using, and it just squirts out like that, and you rub that in, and then you can either pat it in, or if you have a brush you use for your concealer, to rub it in. So here's another one by Dermatology. I'm gonna be honest with you, at first I didn't care for this one. I didn't think it went on very smoothly, but what I learned is that I want to put on my eye cream first, and so it has to be pretty moisturized under there for this to go on smoothly from the Dermatology one. After I did that, I am enjoying this one more. That under eye area is very delicate. So think about your lips and your eyes in addition to your face. You've got the hats for your head, the other things for your shoulders and arms. And oh, a little bit about your hair. Let's talk about that. Now, you can put like a powder. There's mineral powders. I have a mineral powder brush. I can link that below. I like to add that later in the day. Like if I'm outside a lot and I might get a little bit sweaty, then I'll put that on over because I'm afraid that my sunscreen's wearing off and that powder one goes on easily and that's easy to put on the décolleté. But you can actually just put that in your hair too, that powder one. But here's another thing. This isn't sunscreen, but it does have some UV protection by Sun Bum. I love the smell. Oh, it smells so good. I love the smell of this one. And so I will put this one on, especially if I'm going to be at the beach or going on a walk or a hike, that kind of thing. And it adds a little UV protection to your hair and your scalp. Let's think about when we're driving, ladies. So a couple different things there. When you're in the car, you are getting those UV rays through the window. So you want to keep that in mind. So don't think, oh, I can just get my sunscreen. You want to put the sunscreen on your face for sure. And I also think about putting on my hands. I have a little stick that I put on, a sunscreen stick that I just keep in the car to put over my hands. Another tip is to put that on if you're getting anything with your nails done. So I get the dipping nails, and they put that in the little lights to cure it. And so I always want to put some sunscreen on my hands before that process. So that's a tip. This I have tried. I'm not really sure about these, but people wear them. These are little gloves. And so these ones I got from Precool, and they have lots of different brands out there. But these are gloves that you can put on while you're driving. So I will show you what it looks like. I don't know. I just can't get used to the feel of wearing them, but I think it's great. It's a great idea. So you could give it a go and let me know, in the comments if you try it, what you think. But this is going to protect your hand while you're driving. So that's an option. Comes in a set there for you. I'd also love to hear any ideas that you guys have for sun protection, maybe something I haven't thought about that you've tried. If you can put that in the comments for me, because I'm willing to give some different new things a go. And oh, so this is another thing from Cooler Bar, always adding different things to my repertoire. So this, I just keep in my glove compartment, can pull this out and kind of just like, I haven't really totally figured out how I'm going to wear it, but like this. So I'll just show you. Kind of like this, and you can cover up your chest area. So especially if you have something you feel like, oh gosh, I'm doing like a long car ride, getting too much sun on my chest area, I don't want to put sunscreen on right now, you could just add that. So yeah, that's another option. They come in different colors. Remember to add, don't forget about protecting those eyes with some great sunnies. These ones I got off Amazon, and I keep sunglasses everywhere. So I keep ones in my purse. I keep ones in my car. I have a pair in my husband's car. So I tend to just get them off Amazon, have some other options that I got from my FabFitFun box. So protecting those eyes from the sun is important, and it also helps because it gets so bright to protect you that way too. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tips today on sun protection, and please consider subscribing. This is Graciously Gloria, and have a great day.